Musica. Paris couldn't be missed in Anoushka Shankar's European tour. With her latest work, Traveller, Ravi Shankar's daughter traces the Indian roots of flamenco. Blending the passion of gypsy music with the hypnotic sounds of Indian classical music. This is also what Anoushka discussed with Musica when interviewed in a historic place in Parisian cultural life.
Well, for me, making music is obviously something I love to do, but it's also a way to explore, you know, and so to make an album that is in a genre that is completely new to me, it was almost like taking myself out of my comfort zone and having to survive in a way. And so I had to learn a lot about flamenco, but also just the feelings and the sentiments behind different forms and where they come from and why. But it wasn't just about flamenco. I think anytime you do something like that, where you take yourself out of your own known area, then you grow as an artist, you grow as a person. Actually, Indian classical music is my greatest inspiration. That's what I've trained in and that's what I do. And it's something I look back to all the time. But I had to kind of free myself of it in order to come back to it and claim it as my own, in a way. And that was a bit of a difficult process at the beginning, because I was afraid of kind of being perceived as abandoning the tradition or diluting it. It's not just the tradition, it's also my father's music. It's a process you need to go through. You know, you need to kind of leave your parent a little bit, or you need to leave the tradition a little bit. You need to leave to find yourself, I think. And again, the irony is that I feel really close to Indian classical music, closer than I did before I started leaving it a little bit, you know, because it made me realize how much I love it.
Anoushka Shankar lived most of her life between two continents, in India, in her New Delhi home, and in San Diego, California, where she studied.
I found it very freeing to be forced to transcend a lot of the boundaries that we live within, in the sense that I think we associate so much of our surroundings with our identity. We take on habits that become who we are, you know, and to kind of live in a way that I was constantly being forced to re-examine those habits or ideas meant that I was growing up in a way that I kind of had to find myself beyond all of those things. And there's also a real sense of confusion that arises from that, of course. And I think that can be good for an artist as well, you know, because it makes you search, and that's a good drive.